Hello there everybody, this is General Snivy and welcome back to more Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Re-Chain of Memories. Today we're going to explore even deeper within Sora's memories and open up the door in front of us to explore another world from Sora's past. Let's do this. Where should we go to next? We have Agrabah, Wonderland, Monstro, and Halloween Town. As for our next stop, I'm gonna go to Agrabah. Reason? Well, I feel like I'm having fun in Agrabah today. And I mean that in both the positive way and the negative way too. Look, Sora, someone's in trouble! Oh boy, it's Aladdin! We better do something! You think? Mind if we help? Thanks, I thought I was done for. Alright folks, time to help out Aladdin. Because apparently Aladdin loves to get himself into a lot of trouble. Well, no, not really. It just simply happens. Sometimes these things just happen out of nowhere. And since we are aiding Aladdin, he's able to help us out. Grab his character card and he'll slash at the nearest enemy that you have a lock-on cursor onto. If he manages to hit an enemy, he'll actually knock out some Moogle Point orbs out of the enemy. So this world can be a pretty good place to go and farm Moogle points, but it's not exactly the most efficient place to go. But hey, that's just me. One other thing worth pointing out too, I'm really hoping that in this play session I won't have to worry about level grinding, but you never know. You never know what'll happen. Anywho, within this place we will have some new enemies. Here's one of them. And usually the enemies aren't that much different, and they usually play the same. Especially if you encountered them before within the first Kingdom Hearts game, then you know exactly how they operate. And there's not really much of an explanation needed in order to explain how each enemy acts and what they do. It's all about observing their movements. Observe their movements and act accordingly. Whether you need to attack or defend, whatever you need to do to defeat the enemy, just do it. I wondered. Okay, so fire, despite him using a fire ability, fire doesn't heal him. Thank God. Also, be prepared to have that happen to you a lot. Get your butt handed to you on a silver platter while you're trying to recover your deck. Anywho, Aladdin's been saved. Or not. They just keep coming! Guess we better see if the legends are true. What legends? Legend of Zelda? Magic lamp! My first swish! Get rid of these Heartless! Aren't you supposed to rub the lamp first in order to summon the genie? Stand back, kids! Genie and the lamp coming through. Ain't nothing I can't make right as rain. Well, if we had rain in the desert. You'd be surprised. But enough dry jokes. One Heartless disappearing act coming right up. Boom, baby. And all the Heartless have disappeared. Gorsh! Why didn't you call him in the first place? It's not that simple, you see. I couldn't have said it better myself, but I will anyway. I'm strictly limited to 3 wishes per master, and Ixnay on the wishing for more wishes. That's it! 3! So, you've got 2 wishes left. Better use them carefully, and use them wisely. I gotta get back to the palace somehow, but with all these Heartless... Hey Sora, we're heading that way too, so why don't we go with Aladdin? Sounds like a plan. That would be great, thanks a lot. So with that, we now have to escort Aladdin to the palace. Which, since this place is technically kind of using the Kingdom Hearts 1 layout, it's literally like a hop, skip, and a jump to the palace. But since this is Chain of Memories, that's not the case. It's more so, just getting to the palace is a chore within itself. Well, not really a chore, more like a journey. But hey, I'm just saying. You know what they say when it comes to going on long journeys. It's about the journey, not the destination.
Courage!
There we are. And another Moogle room. I'm gonna see if I can at least show off the Moogle room at least once in this session. And I didn't get a chance to do so due to the high criteria in the previous session. But typically, whenever you are in a new world, the criteria for the first door you have to enter is relatively low. It's very rare to see very high criteria like we did back in Olympus Coliseum. Another thing we're pointing out too is that once you use one of the world cards to open up a door, it can't be closed and exchanged. So once it's used, that's it. You have to go through the world and complete it in order to proceed onward to the next floor, or even to just get through this floor in general. Oh wow, we got an enemy card right off the bat, the Bandit. In our 3rd battle in. That's amazing. Hopefully we can get even luckier and get another one. God damn it. Hey Aladdin, can you do something for me? Thanks man, you're the best. As I said, Aladdin is a really good friend card to use to gain Moogle points. And if you happen to use multiple Aladdin cards in a single slate, he'll get you more Moogle points. If he manages to hit the enemy, that is. And I think he stays around a little bit longer. A little bit longer for each level that he has.
Fire! Freeze! Heal!
Another thing I haven't pointed out yet, comparing from the original Game Boy Advance version to the PlayStation 2 version, even this version, is that reloading cards is pretty much a flick of the wrist. In the Game Boy Advance version, it goes ding, 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 done. 1, 2, 3, done. But in the remake, it takes longer. Most likely due to the enhanced mobility and the bigger battle arena. That's my guess. And that's probably the reason why they made things a little bit harder and take a little bit longer. Okay, so the green enemies here, you don't want to use magic on them because if you do and you manage to hit them, it'll heal them. However, if you have any summoning cards that attack physically, feel free to use them to your heart's content. Also, don't be afraid to throw a little swag into the mix and try to execute moves while in the air. Doing so can be a really great benefit. How so? Well, you'll be able to attack more effectively. There's one other thing I haven't pointed out yet, and that is, in the original Kingdom Hearts final mix, for PlayStation 3 and, yeah, PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, there was an option to allow you to set up an ability to make it so you stay at level 1 forever. There's no such ability in this game because, unlike some of the other Kingdom Hearts games, this game never got a final mix version. The only other one I can think of off the top of my head that never got a final mix version is Dream Drop Distance. Oh, and 358 over 2 days, and Recoded. Oops. What can I say? Sometimes I'm kind of wrong on some of these things. So, overall, only a couple of Kingdom Hearts games actually received a final mix version. And the odd one out of the entire bunch that did receive one is Birth by Sleep. Why Birth by Sleep? Probably because of its significant plot importance. Just don't ask questions and just accept it. Really? Had to break my card after the animation completed. Well, that was lame. I'm probably gonna just get rid of these cards that have like 2s and 1s in my deck. And the reason for this is because just due to the fact that I can't really use them. Like hardly at all. I'm serious. Their usage is just so low. There we go. Another Moogle room, cool. And it's a 9 as well, so that makes things even better. Maybe I'll open up a Moogle room within this next room. You know what, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Just because I haven't had the chance to show it off yet. There you are. Well, one other thing I haven't mentioned, and this doesn't involve the game in any way, but this involves my work experience, and that is, it's about to come to an end. I can't believe it. I can't believe it myself. I only got this week and next week left. Afterwards, that's the end of the experience. And then we're probably just going to end up back to square one. And I'm going to be job searching again. Well, let's think of it this way. At the very least, I can put this work experience on my resume, and it'll definitely help me tremendously with job searching. Because people are looking for experience when it comes to the IT industry. And it's not exactly a walk in the park, that's for sure. But still, any experience is well worth it. And well worth putting on a resume no matter what. Ooh, we got a new Keyblade, 3 wishes. Again, too bad its value is crap. Just on the borderline of being good and not so good. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and remove a couple of cards here. Boom, boom, and boom. I'm going to keep the 3s for now. And let's say hello to our friend the Moogle. The Moogle Shop is a Moogle establishment where you can trade in cards. Exchange cards you don't need anymore for Moogle points. Save up enough points and you can trade them for new card packs. You can get a free card pack the first time you visit the Moogle Shop. And that's for every time you create the room. What we have? Let's say this. Opening up a card pack is like opening up a supply drop in like Call of Duty or any sort of loot box in any recent game out there like Overwatch or even Battlefield. Those are the prime examples. But hey, out of this entire card pack we got a special numeric value card. This is a platinum card. And platinum cards are very special, and they're also a double-edged sword. Let me explain. How platinum cards work is that platinum cards have a flat numeric value for CP cost. So no matter the value, let's say for example, the 3 Wishes card. I have a card that's only a value of 4, but its CP cost is only 15. If I happen to get any additional platinum cards of this particular Keyblade, no matter what the value is, the CP value is always 15. But this is the kicker. This is the part where the double-edged sword comes into play. Anytime you use these platinum cards in battle, one use is all you have with them. One use and they're removed until the end of the battle, and you can't use them again, which is really lame. And so you have to be strategic with the card that you happen to use and the number of platinum cards you have within your deck. Because if you have too many platinum cards and your entire deck is filled with them, that will destroy your deck. And you can end up essentially being soft locked. So in other words, you'll be stuck and you'll be unable to really do anything until you can get your hands on some new regular cards to rebuild your deck. So when it comes to platinum cards, use them wisely, strategically, and try to not make too many regular cards into platinum cards. Because if you do that, you're gonna be shitting the bed and you will be a sitting duck, especially in the middle of a fight. And you don't want that to happen because, well, no one likes being a sitting duck who can't do anything at all to save their lives. So, yeah, platinum cards do have their good uses. However, they're also very tricky to use too, and have a very high cost in the form of potentially screwing you over and soft locking you out. So right now, I'm just going to go ahead and just exchange some of my lower value cards. And I typically exchange cards numbers 1 through 4. I never get rid of 0 cards or cards that are 5 or higher in numeric value. However, if I only have 1 card and it's only 1 numeric value, I keep that card just in case I need it. And for this, I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of one of these, and that's it. And I already have a Simba card in my deck, so I don't need this one. Oops. I'm going to keep Cloud because the 4 numeric value is the only card I have of him. I'm going to get rid of that because of the low numeric value. I'm going to keep that. And my item cards, I'm going to keep them as well. But this one, I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of. And if you have spare enemy cards that you aren't going to be using, I would go ahead and get rid of all but 1. Because all you really need is 1, that's it. And whenever you want to use your Moogle points, just head over here, and there are 3 primary decks that you can purchase for a certain number of points each. And there's a 4th deck type here, which is a combination of all 3 decks. So you essentially get 1 of each variety most of the time. However, the point values will go up as we continue on through the game. And for this case, looks like 400 plus 800, that's 1200, 100, 1500, 1800, 2100, 2400. So if I would purchase every single card deck here, I would need 2,400 Moogle points. But for right now, I think I'm just going to purchase a couple of decks, not too many. And also, one other thing I haven't pointed out yet is, based on the wrapping of these card decks, determines their point values, like how much they cost to open, and it also will determine what kinds of cards you'll get. So If it has a more fancy ribbon, it'll cost more, but you are more likely to get better cards out of it and some platinum cards. However, don't count out the cheaper cards, because sometimes you can get a really, really sweet draw. So, with that in mind, let's go ahead and purchase a couple of decks. Or a couple of stacks here. And, okay, not great, but at least we got a platinum card out of it. And any cards you don't want, you can always exchange for more Moogle points. And that pool was complete utter crap, mostly. But at least I got 2 more cards I can burn. And I think I'm going to purchase 2 of these. Let's see what we got. Ugh! What a shit drop! Only good card we have is the 6 for Blizzard. Well, that was the worst drop I've ever had. But hey, good news. We got a Platinum Cure. Yay! Oh, that was crap. Alright, let's see what items we can pull. Well, we got, okay. An okay pull, but not great. Mostly low numeric values. And we got a 0 card, which is actually good. I can use that. That can be useful, but 0 item cards, I tend not to use them, no matter how powerful they may seem. And, not too good of a pull there either. I think I'm gonna go for this. And, nothing really good here. Except for the 3 Wishes Keyblade and a 7 Fire. So that's nice. At least I have another numeric Fire I can use. And speak of the devil, and he shall appear. We got another one. But most of the drop was complete other aids. Jeez. I think I'm going to purchase a couple more of these. Wow, that was terrible. What a terrible drop. But at least we got a 9 for the Kingdom Key. So that's our first 9 attack card. That is awesome. And nothing good out of this drop except 2 5s. That's it. And another platinum card, which is okay, but not great. And I have enough points to purchase another one of these, so let's go for it. What is this garbage? Got 2 5s out of it, so at least it's not a total waste. So let's go ahead and get rid of this and this. And I'm going to keep everything else. There we go. Get rid of that, that, and that. Get rid of that because, well, low numeric value despite it being a platinum card. I'm going to get rid of that and that. Alright, let's get rid of the rest of this garbage. And I'm going to get rid of this one, and I think I'm just going to keep the 3 for now. And that one, that one. Excuse me. There we go. And with that, we're done here. Or not. Since I got rid of most of the crap cards out of that, you know what, screw it. Let's just buy a couple more cards before we move on. Ugh. I regret every decision I've made. Screw it. Another platinum card at least, but still, what a crap drop. But at least I got a 6 out of the magic category. And nothing useful here except for the 5 of the Olympia Keyblade. That's it. Okay, before we go, let's go ahead and exchange these. Exchange the crap for something more in the future, maybe. There we go. And... Damn, I just have this dry cough today. That's not nice at all. Speaking of which, I really ought to drink something real quickly. There we go. Since we need the Key of Guidance, which is a key card we don't have, I'm going to go ahead and just fulfill the first criteria right now with a card that I already have. So I'm going to get rid of that and save the other part for later, for when we need it. Touchpad, right. One other thing worth pointing out too, when you pull up your world map, whatever room is glowing, that is where you need to go. That's the room you need to open up in order to progress with the proper key card that you happen to have. Okay, since we got 8 of these material wakings, I'm gonna go ahead and use one of these. Alright, let's do this. Oh shoot, I just realized I forgot to equip the new cards. Oh well, I can do that right after this fight.
Power.
Come on out, Simba. Please do something for me, all. Great, thanks.
Aladdin.
Hey, Aladdin, can you do something for me too? Thanks, man. In my personal opinion, Aladdin is one of the best friend cards that you can use in the entire game, just due to the fact that he has the potential to drop Moogle Point orbs from enemies whenever he strikes them. Plus, the Moogle Points that you can earn from Aladdin can actually be quite... It can be a really, really large sum if you happen to power up Aladdin's abilities to like their maximum potential, i.e. using level 3 slates is what I mean. Okay, that'll be good. One other strategy that you can theoretically use when it comes to building your decks and having platinum cards on hand is using a platinum card as your first card. Oh dear. Internet, why are you taking a poop now? Okay, as I was saying, you can use a platinum card as like your first card to execute a slate, since you practically lose the card in the first place, so what does it matter? Okay, let's see here. I got an 8 for this, so I'm gonna get rid of you and exchange it for you. And I think I'm gonna get rid of this 6 and exchange it with this 8. And organize. I try to organize my card decks by highest numeric value at the top of the deck, and it descends from there. And it's purely sorted by card type. So I'm using 9s for attacks and after that category is wiped out, then I switch to magic. And that's typically how I like to play. I think I'm going to get rid of this 6 and exchange it for this one. That'll work. And for anything else here... Do I have a 4? Nope, I don't. I pretty much got rid of most of my crappy 4s anyway. Yeah. I wouldn't say oops because... Ooh. Gimme. Gimme that fire. Fire, baby, fire! Burn, burn! There we go. And we have another 6 card for Cure, so let's put that there, or we can't. Dang it. Whatever, I'm going to get rid of that one anyway. Like I said, I typically don't use enemy cards that much. Very rarely will I even use them in the first place, but that's just me. Alright. Okay, I think we're finally good to go for now. Unless we get some more cards later.
Aladdin!
Now you may be wondering, what am I going to... No. How long am I going to be streaming for today? Well, I'll go ahead and answer that question for you. I'm probably going to be streaming for an additional 3 hours. Well, at least that's my goal, and that's usually what I try to aim for per live stream session. I try not to go, like, overly long unless I absolutely have to, like I did in the last session, which lasted nearly 4 hours. In the last session, I had to squeeze in a grind session, and I had to grind several levels in order to, excuse me, finish up a world I was working on. Those things tend to happen in RPGs, unfortunately. You have to squeeze in a grinding session every now and again.
Courage!
One other thing too, I know I haven't shown off Cloud yet, but I will show him off soon enough, so long as as soon as I get a chance to get a higher numeric card, like a 5 or above of him, then I'll show him off. But right now, it's not a good time because the only card I have that has his face on it, that I have in my deck ready to go, is a 4, which is unfortunate.
Power!
There we are.
Fire! Freeze! Heal!
Later, dude. Dang it. There is a name for each and every single one of these attacks within Sora's 3-hit combo. I can't remember the names of them off the top of my head, though. Sorry, I had an itch. Hi. What a way to enter battle, eh? Alright, you going down, fools? Who's ready to dance?
Aladdin! Fire! Freeze!
Please.
Heal!
Dang it.
Aladdin!
Oh, nice one, Aladdin. What am I to talk about today? In all honesty, I really don't have much of anything to talk about. I basically explained everything that I needed to in the last play session. Oh dear. Now, when it comes to my personal feelings towards my work experience, I'm definitely learning a lot when it comes to the work experience. It's taught me, like, when it comes to refurbishing PCs, if it's Windows 7 or better, then try to restore its operating system to its fullest capacity. If it's Windows Vista and below, then consider installing Linux on the machine. And that's basically what I had to do. I had to do some research on installing a Linux operating system on some of the PCs I had to repurpose. And the Linux OS or distributor I decided to work with is shoot. I was going to say the Linux I chose to work with was known as Kali, which is a Linux operating system that's primary focus is to test out a network's strength and security. So if a user using the Kali Linux operating system is able to penetrate the network's defenses and security measures, then that particular user can inform the company that they're working with to test the security that their security system is flawed tremendously or flawed in general. And so with that particular... And so they can then talk to the network administrator about the flaws and how easily or how not so easily they were able to get into the system, and discuss future security patches and plans to make it so nothing like that actually happens in the real world. It's a common security practice to have network administrators hire certain companies to try to infiltrate their company's network to see if there are any serious security flaws within their network security. I know it sounds really complicated, and trust me, it is, but even so, it's a needed necessity, because if you are hit with a security breach, you can lose some serious data. And not only that, but several people's information can become compromised. And if that happens, well then, oh dear. Oh dear, you are going to be up a shit creek. And trust me, you don't want to be in that situation. Otherwise you'll be paying probably tens of thousands of dollars just to recover stolen data. Trust me, I've seen it happen from news articles. Or at least from what I've read from news articles anyway. Let's see, what's behind this door? Okay. Key to rewards, so that one's kind of useless. So unfortunately, we kind of have to move on. Ah, damn it. Just when I was afraid of frickin' barrel spiders. Hate these damn things. And barrel spiders start appearing in many, many different worlds, so stay on guard when walking around the environment. But like I said, they can be good experience hogs, or in other words, they can be a good source of experience, and it's another battle that you can just simply initiate and do. Just so that way you can gain more experience, that way you can get through this game a little more easily. That's basically how leveling up works in RPGs in general, and not just this game. But I'm just saying though, fighting just about every enemy you encounter is always a good idea. Unless you're really low on health, have no healing items, no mana, in which case you need to run for the hills. Okay, what should we use here? I honestly haven't shown this off yet, so let's go ahead and do it. Say hello to Teeming Darkness. Teeming Darkness works like this. The room is very big and there are a lot of Heartless in this room. So this is a good place to gain more map cards if you absolutely need them and are running low. And it's also a good place to level up too. One other thing too within this room is that you have a higher chance of obtaining an enemy card from a particular enemy you're trying to fight. So that's great.
Courage.
So if you're hunting for enemy cards, Tranquil Darkness is a good place to look because there's lots of enemies and the chances of getting an enemy card are higher in the room.
Donald.
Here we go. Moment's Reprise, or whatever the frick the name is. Another thing I haven't pointed out, these big fire-spitting enemies, they're in their original PS2 counterpart. Yeah. Ooh, I can show up Blitz!
It's over.
Boom, baby! Blitz was a new slate that we've learned just not that long ago. In order to use it, you have to have a numeric value between 10 to 15 and use 3 different attack card types. So, for example, you would need 1 Kingdom Key, Keyblade card, another one for 3 Wishes, and another for Olympia. And that's just an example that I'm just pulling out of my butt. Just like that. Ooh. Darude Sandstorm! Yeah, Aladdin's attack is known as Sandstorm. Why is this? Don't ask questions. Just accept it. No, I honestly have no clue on why it's called Sandstorm. I mean, Aladdin just charges in and just wails at the enemy repeatedly over and over again until he runs out of breath. I mean, the theme of the attack is appropriate, but why the name? One other thing worth pointing out too is that even though I said that platinum cards can't be reloaded after they're used, if they're either the second or third card that you use to execute a slate, they can be reloaded. Just keep in mind, you're still losing a card in the process. At least until the end of the battle. Of course, it has to give me a freaking card when a damn barrel spider has to freaking appear.
It's over.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, there we go. What do we have? Sorcerer's Waking. Okay, not bad. I think this special door that's like right by me is the one I need to access for the Key of Truth. Your guess is as good as mine.
Aladdin. Power.
There you are. Please sit down and die. Thank you.
Heal.
Next in line, please. You know what, screw it. Let's just go ahead and use this now. By the way, you can use either 1 or 2 cards to execute a slate. You don't need to use all 3 cards at once. To do this, push both R2 and L2 at the same time. And then you'll just use whatever cards you were building up. Now we have a new criteria to open up this door. And this one, you need a card of any type that has a numeric value of 3 or less. And 0 cards can be used. So with that in mind, I'm just going to go ahead and use this. And save that for later. Because, trust me, we're going to need to open that particular door later. I mean, we're just at the key of beginnings right now, but trust me, preparing doors for later use is always a good idea. Especially for the sheer fact that you're going to be building up your map card count very quickly. Man, I love Blitz. It is such a useful move, it truly is. There's also another move that I'm a huge fan of, and that is known as Sonic Rave. And yeah, I know, spoilers, but that ability does make its return.
It's over.
Oh yeah, nice hit.
Goofy.
Goofy smash! Goofy likes smashing. A yuck. I cannot do any sort of impersonations of Goofy whatsoever. And if you think I can, bite me.
Heal. Heal. Yeah.
Later, dude. Damn it, back. One other use for this room, too. I don't know if I mentioned it or not, and if I did, I probably did it earlier, in which case I'm repeating myself. Dang it. Well, anyway, this is also a good room to work on getting additional map cards that you need.
Power.
Alrighty, dude. Sit down and shut up. We're only 48 minutes in already? Wow, I'll be a monkey's uncle. I didn't think we were taking that long. Jeez. Okay, what do we have? I only have 3 slots left to work with. You know what, let's just leave it as is after exchanging cards. When it comes to Keyblades, almost every Keyblade is better than the Kingdom Key Keyblade. So if you happen to have any cards with the same numeric value that is a different Keyblade, feel free to exchange the Kingdom Key Keyblade of that numeric value with a new one. And it'll usually work out better.
It's over.
Usually.
Aladdin.
This isn't always the case with every kind of Keyblade there is. God, my throat is killing me right now. Not sure why my throat is killing me. Well, granted, last night I did do a random Smash Brothers for Wii U video with some friends that I made over Facebook. We've arranged the match quite a while ago, so I felt obligated to actually do it. And it was a really fun time. And that particular video will be uploaded to my YouTube channel on Wednesday. Alright, let's level up max CP. Because you can't get enough CP. Okay, what can we exchange here? Well, definitely I can add this. There we go. And maybe one more? Nope, not quite. Dang it. Maybe I can add in a 5 somewhere. And CP is 14, so 47. Yeah, that would still go over. Whatever. Oh, fire! Gimme. Thanks. Well, it's another card for me to burn. How appropriate.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Man, I love Blitz. One of my favorite abilities in the game because it hits like a truck and hits a lot of enemies too. What we got? Moment's Reprise, I think. Yeah, that's the name, I guess. That's what we're calling it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stupid Shadow. Why must you be so annoying? Just go into the ground and being annoying a little jerkwad. One other thing worth noting too when it comes to Blitz is that if you happen to can definitely execute a Wild Crush, but I'm not using the 0 card to do it. Hell no. This is what I want to do. Use a high card and start charging in like a freaking bull. There we are. Now can we smash? Or we can just destroy everyone we encounter. That's always a fun time. It always is. And if you don't agree with me, screw you. Just kidding.
It's over.
Really? You had to do that, huh? You had to be that freaking guy.
Aladdin. Yeah. Courage.
I know these battles are gonna start getting repetitive, but unfortunately, due to the way this works, that's just the name of the game. Just gotta bear through these battles as much as we can until we reach the finish line, which hopefully won't take too long, but I know for Sora's story, it takes a lot longer to complete than Riku's story. And I know, spoilers, but anywho, as I was trying to say, Sora's story does take a while longer because there's a lot more involved. Plus, in my opinion, Sora's story is harder to complete than Riku's story. And some people may say that it's the opposite for them, but that's just them and their playstyle. Mine is completely different. Mine is more so, I want to button mash like a frickin' madman, like I'm playing a traditional Kingdom Hearts game, or something like Birth by Sleep or Dream Drop Distance. But not in this game, no. I have to use the heart of the cards in order to win my battles. Dang it. That was a bad use. That.
Fire!
Whew, that was nice. Okay, what's next on our plate? Just one Moogle point orb. Well, that was lame. Whatever. It's fine. And now we have this door, which requires us to use a card that has a 9 or a 0. And it can't be anything else but. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and use this. I'm gonna create a save point room right here. The reason is because we have the Key of Guidance door ready to go along with the key of truth. And since this particular safe room that I've created is right next to the final door in order to clear Agrabah, I figured why not? This is a good idea. This is a good place to create the room and be on their very merry way. At least that's what I feel. That's how I feel about it. Another cure card. Useful, yes. Numeric value is crap, so it's not so useful. Okay. Alright, let's see what we can do. For this criteria, we have 3 different criteria that we must meet. We can use any card type, so long as it has a white outline, and we have to use a card that's... Okay, it's not new. Never mind. I'm crazy. We need a 5 or higher, a 7 or higher, and then the key of beginnings. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and use this. And I'm going to use one of these, or I can't. I can't use 0 for that one for some reason. Whatever. We'll use a different card then. And I'm going to use this. And that's that. We're done. Let's open up the Key of Beginnings and see what the story has in store for us this time. So, why are you going to the palace, Aladdin? That's that no-good royal visor, Jafar. He tricked me into getting this magic lamp from the Cave of Wonders. Well, technically speaking, you kind of agreed to it, and you know what? Yeah, Key is right. Never mind. I don't know what I'm saying. The cave was crawling with Heartless. I'm lucky I made it back to Agrabah in one piece. Wasn't there anyone else there to help you out? That Jafar guy's got some nerve giving such dangerous orders. I know how you feel, Master. People have been ordering me around for 10,000 years, and what help do I get? I keep wishing someone will wish me out of this gig, but go figure the odds of that. Well, how about I use my third wish to set you free? Those my pointy ears deceive me? Master, you do that for me? You're not just pulling my top knock, are you? I promise, Genie. Anyway, there's only one thing I really want. Then we'll have to do something about that, Al. Can I call you Al? So, what'll it be? Fame? Fortune? A herd of luxury camels to call your very own? How about all of the above? Well, there's this girl. Her name is Jasmine. She's the Princess of Agrabah. And that's the problem. It's hard for a street rat like me to get a chance to see her. That's how this all started. I thought if I went to the Cave of Wonders, I could get the treasure and maybe then Jasmine would want to meet me. Sounds like your wish should be that you can see Jasmine anytime you want, huh? Well, I've got just a package for you. You'll not only meet the lady, you'll go in style. As Prince Ali! How do you like the sound of that, Al? Me? A prince? Can you really do that? Sure. In an Agrabah minute. I guess the legends were true after all. Come on, let's get to the palace. Why doesn't he just turn into a prince now and just, I don't know, roll in some swag, maybe a song or two? Well, this is Kingdom Hearts, so that's not a thing. This could be interpreted as both a good and bad thing. Depends on the perspective. For me, I'm a fan of the songs in Aladdin. I really love them. And they're all very, very memorable in every sense of the word. There are some other movies that don't have as memorable songs, but I still like them. They're just not as good. Alright, let's see what's behind door number 2. A dead end and trouble! What? What? Look at that! Who is that? It's Jasmine! She needs our help. We'll never make it in time. Then I have no choice. Genie, I wish for you to save Jasmine. Can do. Charge! Well, that was fast. Jasmine. We're lucky she fainted, but it looks like she's okay. But now you've only got one wish left. Why not set the genie free now? Or maybe after this. Not again! Sorry, Genie, but you're the only one who can... Wait! This is your last wish! Don't waste it! This time, let us handle the wish granting. Good idea. Why didn't we just do that in the first place? That's my question. That way we didn't have to waste the second wish. But we had to do it because plot armor. Everyone loves plot armor. It's their favorite kind of armor. Whatever. That's just the thing, I suppose.
Power.
Nice roar.
Aladdin.
Come on, Aladdin. Show me what you're capable of. Ooh, that was sweet. Nice work.
Fire.
Nice work, Al.
Freeze. Donald. Heal.
So within this fight, you're going to... There's no way that you can escape due to plot. And there's also a lot of enemies that you have to deal with too, so keep this in mind. Oh, really? Just because I was cock-blocked, I couldn't use the summoning card? Well, that's not fair.
Heal. Heal.
Wow, how did he not hit me? He had a perfectly good line of sight on me, too. I don't really get it, but whatever. One less hit is always a good thing.
Aladdin.
Just like one less half A press is better than a single full A press. Why am I talking in speedrunning terms? And there's no A or B button on the PlayStation 4.
Fire.
Unless you're using some sort of third-party controller. And we have a new item card, Ether! And I'll explain what that does after this. See? We didn't need Genie this time. Thanks, Sora. But I'm still down to my last wish. Whoa, what the hell? What? What's happening? Oh no, the lamp's gone. How the hell did that happen? It seems my plans have gone amiss. I was certain you'd waste your last wish. Unintentional rhyming? What with poor Jasmine in distress and these delightful creatures to deal with. But no matter, at long last, the lamp and its genie are mine to command. Why are you doing this, Jafar? You've got the lamp. What more do you want? Such an interesting question. You see, I knew you were going to use the lamp to try to win Jasmine's heart. But we can't have that now, can we? Because I am the one Jasmine will marry. You? Certainly you realize that if I marry the princess, then nothing can stop me from becoming Sultan. You're nothing more than a pawn in my game, street rat. Genie, my first wish, deliver Jasmine to me. Genie, what are you doing? Sorry, Al, my hands are tied on this one. Sadly, he's right. I gotta obey whoever has his mitts on the lamp. Precisely. Farewell, Aladdin, you fool. Great. Now I've lost Jasmine and the lamp. You can feel bad about it some other time. If you don't pull yourself together, you'll never see Jasmine again. You've lost the lamp, so what? You can still save her on your own. Losing someone you care about is bad, but not as bad as never getting them back. Sora. You're right. I can't give up now. I've got to save Jasmine. But Jafar's got the lamp. We can't just walk up to him and expect to win. Maybe we can. I got an idea. Listen up. And with that, the key to truth has been obtained, and we can finally execute Aladdin's plan. What is this plan exactly? We shall soon find out. First off, we need to get to said room, and that's not the right door, because that leads to the key of that requires the key of rewards. And my internet is once again taking a dump, which I don't understand why. Anywho, at the very least, the recorded version is here to save the day, and Twitch at the very least records the stream no matter what. So that's good news for me. So if something does happen, at least the recorded version will still be 100% intact. So no matter what, even if the internet would somehow still go out, as long as the recorded version is still here, then everything is hunky-dory. At least that's my philosophy. I mean, sure, I would rather do things live, but sometimes the internet just wants to take a dump and just give me the middle finger. Alright, this is it. Let's see if we can access, or no, let's see if we can finish up Agrabah right here now within an hour and 15 minutes. What's this? Has Aladdin given up on his precious Jasmine already? Well, I'm not going to waste a wish on the likes of you three. I'll deal with you myself. Aladdin, now! What? You! Genie, seize him! Now, forget me! You fell for it, Jafar. What do you mean? He means that you just blew your second wish. Only one left. Go ahead, use it to win Jasmine's heart. You still have us to deal with. Oh, now I get it. Al, you're so clever. Well, well, the cunning of a rat. But unfortunately, you can't see beyond the bait. Your little ploy changes nothing. I can crush you once and for all and make Jasmine my own. Genie, my last wish. Transform me into an all-powerful genie! And here we go. Time to fight Genie Jafar. And somehow we're underground. Why is this? Well, we were underground last time we fought him in the Cave of Wonders. So how the hell did we get transported there? It's so hot. Jafar must be doing this. So we're not necessarily fighting Genie Jafar. We're actually supposed to target Iago and the lamp of which he's carrying. We have to get to Iago by any means necessary and knock out the entire HP bar, which is easier said than done a lot of times. Okay, did that do something? Oh damn, that hurt. Actually, I'm gonna save this situation card for later. Or I may end up using it immediately. Yes. Let's go. In all honesty, this fight is really, really easy because all you really have to do is just focus on Iago and the black lamp of which he carries. So in essence, this entire fight is more or less an endurance test. Well that hurt. There you are, you little freak. Prepare to die! Well, okay, he can't die because we kind of need him in Kingdom Hearts 2, but even so, still gotta knock out the health somehow. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention too. Another way to reload platinum cards after you use them is to use an item card like a high potion. Oh, there we go. Nice. And within 1 hour and 12 minutes and 30 seconds, pretty much. Alright. Definitely one of the easiest fights in the entire game. And with that, we got the Jafar Genie enemy card. That is sweet. We've rescued Jasmine and we got the lamp back. You still have one wish left, Aladdin. He sure does. Time for me to make a prince out of this guy. Of course, I'd like to be free, but like they always say, genies can't be choosers. You're probably miffed about the whole puppet of Jafar thing anyway. Go on now, wish for what's really in your heart. Be a prince, get the girl. Okay, here goes. I wish... Genie, I wish for your freedom. But ow! Now no one like Jafar can use you for evil again. Genie, you're free! Ow! I'll never forget this. But what about Jasmine? What are you gonna do? I was wrong, Genie. If I used your help to win Jasmine, I'd be no better than Jafar. Jasmine means the world to me. I want to show her the real me. That's the spirit. Thanks, and good luck to you too. What for? I was ready to give up back there, but what you said really kept me going. That's when it hit me. You must be looking for someone you care about too. Yeah. Listen, Genie. Say no more, little pal. I know just what you're thinking. Here you go, Sora. And we got a Genie card. Awesome. Whenever you need me, just call. That okay with you, Al? Of course. Are you sure? Anytime at all. Hey, without you guys, I might never have been able to ditch that lamp. And I think Aladdin will be fine without me for at least a little while. I see. Thanks. Let's hope both our wishes come true then. Take care, Sora. Thanks. You too, man. You too. I wonder what the value of this card is. It's a 7! Awesome! That means I can actually show this off within my own personal deck. That is if I have the CP to suffice, and that is a big fat no. Unless I replace Simba. There we go. what Genie does is it works like this. He works a lot like Donald, except he will choose one of three different spells, and those are Thundera, Stopga, or Graviga. I think that's how he works. But either way, he has some pretty good spells, and the spells he typically chooses are random, but not in the same sense as Donald. At least he has some common sense, most of the time. There will be some instances when he does pull off a Donald Duck, and that's not something I like, but oh well. Can't exactly pick the spell you want, unless you really know how to manipulate RNG.
I hope the kid is gonna be okay.
Why bring that up?
I had to be sure that I hadn't forgotten him.
How'd that go for you?
Good. I remembered where I had first to find the king.
Well, I remember that too. The king helped save everything by staying on the other side of the door to darkness, I think.
Yeah, he did.
And me? I'm looking for Riku. He was with the king when the door closed. I guess there's no way we'll forget the most important memories.
That's good, because I don't want to forget.
Very true. You don't want to forget your most important memories. Let's be sure to keep this philosophy in mind as we progress through the game. I bet Riku and the king are still together. We gotta find the king soon. I know I'll never forget that. That is so true. Alright, let's proceed onward to the next floor.
You seem pretty intrigued by this Sora kid.
Are you telling me you're not Larxene?
Haven't decided yet. I think what intrigues me more is what you see in him.
There was a time he became a Heartless. And if one becomes a Heartless...
They lose their minds and their feelings. They're consumed by the darkness.
Right, but not Sora. He held on to his feelings even as a Heartless. And there's only one other man who's been able to do just that.
It's the strength of his heart. That's what interests you. Why the Keyblade shows Sora's heart.
To unlock the mysteries of the heart. Isn't that the organization's mission?
The organization's mission.
I wonder if there's anything we've forgotten.
If we did, what would it have been? I can't think of anything, so maybe that means that I really am losing my memories. But whatever they were, they couldn't have been very important memories, right?
Right. Or else I don't think you would have forgotten it. Look,
What is it?
a good luck charm Kairi gave me. It's special to her, so I promised that I would return it. I'll never forget making that promise. It's why I could never forget Kairi.
You'd be surprised.
Am I right, Kairi? Huh? Oh? Do I know? That girl?
Hey, Sora! Where did you go?
Sorry, never mind.
We better keep going.
Oh boy. Whenever he mentions that he can't forget about Kairi in Castle Oblivion, you know what they say: to find is to lose, and to lose is to find. And we will see what that meaning truly means soon enough. Kairi will be real happy if you find Riku and bring him home. That's true. Don't you lose the good luck charm Kairi gave you. Well, no duh. Alright, let's open up the door and explore another world. What do we have left? Wonderland, Monstro, and Halloween Town. I think I'm gonna go to Halloween Town next. The reason is because I like the spirit of Halloween, even though it's only around the end of frickin' January. It's like leaving up your Christmas decorations until March. Or later. Or never taking them down at all. Gorsh, you don't like the looks of this place. I bet it's crawling with ghosts. Ah, phooey. There's nothing to worry about. You won't be spooked if you already know what's coming. Not even real ghosts can frighten us anymore. If they take one look at us, they'll be the ones to run away. You really think so? Trust me. Welcome to Halloween Town! Ah! A ghost! Wow, that was the best shriek I've heard in ages. If you're that easy to scare, we're going to have a great time. Sorry, I haven't even introduced myself. I'm Jack Skellington, and this is Halloween Town. People around here call me the Pumpkin King. So if you're looking for a ghostly good time, you've come to the right place. Well, we aren't. Too bad, because at this moment we got a bit of a problem in Halloween Town. What kind of problem? Well, like this. Gah! Oh boy. Heartless. Real Heartless too at that. The Heartless are now invading Halloween Town. Like they haven't before ever. Even though Jack Skellington wanted to create Heartless that'll dance and scare people at the same time, but instead they go haywire and start attacking people. Now it's time to unleash Jack's power. Jack works a lot like Donald. In other words, he'll cast some random spells, much like the genie does. However, like I said earlier, he actually does things that make sense and has some common sense. So he uses I think Thundera and Fira and one other spell. I think Gravira, something like that. Couldn't show off the other spell that he could use. Oh well, it's fine. When it comes to the fighting space within Halloween Town, I'm a fan of its theme and aesthetics. I mean, I've always been a fan of The Nightmare Before Christmas anyway, so it's not like it really mattered all that much. However, there is one enemy here in this entire freaking world that's annoying, and that's these flowers. They tend to attack with high value cards of 6 or higher, and they're also very annoying to deal with too. Anywho, we got a new map type card, and that is Alchemy Awakening. Alchemy Walking. What that does, it enhances the numeric values of item cards, so it raises their values from whatever it was to even higher. So 5s becomes 6s and 7s, 4s becomes 5s and 6s, and so on and so forth. And we're gonna raise CP again, because I don't remember if I raised HP last time or not. But well, what's the big idea? Why did you go and call the Heartless? I didn't call them. I just knew that they were going to show up. In fact, I'd love to get rid of them. They're actually going around attacking people instead of just scaring them. Why are they here? That's a good question, and that's a question worth asking for every world in the Kingdom Hearts universe ever. But I'm just saying. I was just gonna ask Dr. Finkelstein the same question. I'm heading to his laboratory right now. Follow me! And it's actually located right here in this very square. Sora, what should we do? I guess we better go. I don't like this. What if he's leading us right to the Heartless? Bingo! You saw right through me! Ah! Just kidding. Now let's get going. Poor Donald. And we learned a new ability, Terror. To execute Terror, we need to use 2 different summoning cards and Jack Skeleton, or Simba, Mushu, and an item card. And I'm probably not going to show that off exactly because I don't have that kind of combination of cards. Heck, I don't even have Mushu yet. Anywho, welcome to Halloween Town. This is Halloween Town. It's full of spooky, scary skeletons and mummies. And Heartless that want to rip off your face and wear it as a freaking mask. What's even more awesome is the fact that we're even dressed up for the occasion. That makes things even more amazing. Okay, so he uses a stopga. I was thinking he was using Graviga, but no, that's, I believe, Jack who does that. Not me. Then again, maybe I'm wrong on that altogether. I don't really know for sure. Anywho, let's continue our exploration and continue fighting everyone we see. And the reason for this is because we kind of need to anyway. We need to level up and become as strong as a frickin' ox. Bye! Bottomless Darkness. A new map card. Vanguard, I can't pronounce the rest of your name. Anyhow, welcome Vanguard, welcome to the stream of Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories. Within this stream so far, we've completed Agrabah, and now we're working on Halloween Town. And this is our next stop, and I'm sticking to it. We just got here too, and we just got introduced to Jack, and we're ready to party. Now we're just heading on over to the Key of Beginnings door so that way we can get to Dr. Finkelstein and figure out what's causing this entire town to be overrun with Heartless. And it's not exactly going to be an easy feat. Halloween Town is a pretty difficult place to go through, especially if you choose this as your second world to go through on the second floor. But I don't think it's that bad. It really isn't. It's actually a lot of fun. It's a fun world to go through, and the story is enjoyable. The only thing I don't like is some of the enemies can be very cheap, and they have a tendency to use high value attack cards. At least it's not like Endgame when you see nothing but those in the first place. I'm just saying. Excuse me. Ooh, I feel like I got a hiccup. Oh, nice shot, Donald. Way to snipe him at range. Another room I haven't had a chance to show off yet is the Calm Bounty. Oh, okay. Whew, that was close. By the way, that fountain, that particular fountain likes to shoot stuff at you, and if it hits you, you will be confused beyond belief. Thankfully, it doesn't hurt you very much, but it still hurts you nonetheless.
Power.
And it's also very annoying to deal with.
Fire.
Wow, your most hated world is Halloween Town. Very interesting.
Heal.
And, I don't know what I'm saying here anymore. There you go. That's that. He's done. Alright, what's next on the agenda? You. And we also gotta get to the next room. One other thing we're pointing out too is that Halloween Town is one of the bigger worlds that you have to navigate through in the entire game. At least that's from my experiences in Riku's story. I'm not too sure about Sora's story. Okay, Sora's story is still pretty big, but not as big as Riku's story. Still though, it's a large world. And we got a new Keyblade card! Too bad its numeric value is crap. And it's the pumpkin head. Maybe we'll have better luck in this room that I've been talking about forever. Let's go! To the Calm Bounty! In the Calm Bounty room, you'll just find a simple treasure chest within this room. And it can contain a random item or a slate. Depends on where you are. And in this room, there aren't very many obstacles in here that you can really whack due to the small size of the room. And I don't think there's anything in here that can hurt you. So the room is safe. It's the reason why it's a blue card in the first place. But it's still a good idea to keep your guard up anyway, because Halloween Town just loves to throw in random scares at you. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Ooh, we got a new slate! Gifted Miracle! In order to use this, we need to use a summoning card, a magic card, and Jack, or Bambi, Blizzard, and an item card. Probably not going to end up using that ability, but even so, at least it's there and it's available. Okay, what should we use? How about you? Because we got like 10 of these damn things. We got so many freaking meeting ground cards that it's not even funny. And with that, let's dance. As I mentioned before, the meeting ground cards just summon friend cards at the start of battle. Or summon a friend card at the start of battle anyway. As for whether they appear more frequently it's something that needs to be answered. It's like someone needs to dive into the original PS2's version's game code and see if see what the actual rate is. One thing I'm definitely wondering is, how does a speedrunner go about playing this game when doing like a any percent run? Do they run away from every battle and just try their best to avoid as many encounters as possible and just work with the cards that they have? And try to race to the end as fast as possible? Or do they just try to fight only whatever enemies they feel are necessary? Well, that wasn't a very useful Goofy Tornado, but it still works anyway.
Fire! Free!
Really?
Heal!
There we are. Teeming Darkness. Okay. And let's level up HP. Level 20 already. That's nice.
Yeah.
One thing I'll definitely say, when it comes to those statues in this room, or any room that features those statues, be careful when whacking them. Be sure to whack them with a 3-hit combo and get away from them because they will fall over. And when they do, it's gonna hurt if you happen to be within their radius. And try to stay away from a wall too. Well, okay, maybe it's 2 whacks. Okay, no, it's 3. Never mind. I'm crazy. Let's see, where's the key to beginnings? It's in this room over here. But over here we have the key of guidance? I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. Yeah, I think it is guidance. Either way. Ooh, there's a high value card I want. For the pumpkin head, it's a number 7. Sweet. Give me that. And now that I have a chance to... There we are. Can I throw a 6 in here too? Yes, I can. How sweet. Just what I was looking for. At the very least now, we have a couple more cards to work with. And more high value cards, and that's always something I like to use. However, there are people out there who have a different preference and playstyle, and that's perfectly fine. Whatever works for you and whatever floats your boat. Another thing worth noting too is that maybe running lower value cards can allow you to execute slates more easily. Especially if you have platinum cards in your deck, and that can make things work out even better for you, because if you set them up the right way, then you can execute nothing but slates throughout the first round or the first reload of your deck and deal some serious damage. Just keep in mind though that you're still using your platinum cards and you're still using cards to even execute the slates in the first place. Just don't go crazy with them.
It's over. Donald.
Really, Donald? A double heal when I didn't really need it? Jeez.
Power.
Gotta love that timing. Accidentally grind in this game? Or grinded? Well, grinding is always a good idea in RPGs, no matter what game you're playing. Okay, let's go ahead and set this up for later. And I'm gonna go with you, since I have a duplicate. And we're good. Setting up cards for later, setting up map cards for later is always a good idea. Especially when you're trying to progress through the story as fast as possible. Let's see. I really ought to go this way first. But before I do... Aha! Figured! Figured there would be another enemy around here. Later, dude. Woohoo! That was nice. Not a very good value for the card, but oh well. I may still need it for later anyway, so... Doesn't really matter all that much in the end. Okay. On to the next big thing. That is somewhere around here. As I panicked, the button mashed like freaking crazy. Never really a good idea, but hey, I wasn't really paying attention. So that was my fault.
Fire. Freeze.
Gotta love that tracking capability.
Heal.
I don't know why, but these flower enemies really remind me of Flowey from Undertale. Except Flowey is way more evil and menacing and just, overall, a worse kind of guy. Just saying. I don't know why the resemblance is there, but hey, it's there. Black fungi. Yeah, well, sure. I'm gonna go ahead and show these guys off. Here's how the black fungi tend to work. They have a tendency to poison you, and when that happens, your health slowly drains. However, if you manage to defeat them, and within a quick enough fashion, you can get some serious experience from them. And starting the battle with an initiative definitely helps tremendously. Another thing worth pointing out too is that the black fungi tend to turn themselves into stone. And when that happens, well, they'll become completely invincible. Well, okay. Maybe I was wrong on the experience count, but that may be. But even so, at least it's another enemy entry for the books. And also, you kind of have to use these rooms repeatedly in order to have a chance to add an enemy card of that particular enemy into your collection. One other strategy that could be useful too is locking on. And as soon as they turn back to normal, that's when you need to execute your attacks like as soon as possible. So timing is key in order to take out the black fungi. Thankfully, they're not very hard to take out, but they do take a while to do so anyway. Another thing worth pointing out too is that they tend to attack with high value cards from like 7 and above. So unless you're rocking a high roller deck like me, then you're gonna be in a world of hurt. Also, be prepared to card break them a lot. Looks like we have the maximum number. Yep. We've reached the limit on map cards we can carry, so we have to delete some in order to obtain more, or we can use more. We can use them in order to obtain more map cards. So, one good way to just simply discard some map cards is to find a door that leads to the key, that requires the key of rewards in order to open, and just throw away some unneeded cards. So here, can't use that, but I can use some other cards that I have huge number stockpiled on. Can't use that, dang it. Alright, let's use this. And done. Alright, let's see what we have in here. Allow me to introduce Dr. Finkelstein. He's a world-famous genius. Yes, maybe I'm too smart. I'm afraid I've created something horrible. What's that? Well, have you ever stopped to think about the power of true memories? True memories? You see, my boy, our hearts are full of memories. But not all of them reflect the truth. The heart isn't a recording device. Even important memories change with time. They warp or fade, leaving us with but a shadow of what we hope to remember. Could that be happening to me? It happens to everyone. Some memories grow ugly and some become more beautiful. If we could recover our true memories, the world would see completely different. So I devised a potion from forget-me-nots that bring our true memories back. Did it work? Well, that's the problem. As soon as the doctor got a whiff of the potion, Heartless started popping up. Sounds like a failed experiment to me. No, my research is flawless. I just need another look at the potion to find out what went wrong. Flawless, my butthole. Unfortunately, it vanished. Maybe someone swiped it. It must have been Sally. Jack, you got to find her and get my potion back. Leave it to me. Can I tag along? What for? I want to know more about these true memories the doctor keeps talking about. Excellent. Then let's go find Sally. Let's go find her together. And with that, we got the Key of Guidance. That's the name of the key card I was thinking before. And Vanguard, thank you for the follow. And I hope you enjoy your stay here on this Twitch channel. Because we still got a long ways to go before we finish up this game. I'm back at the world entrance. Dang it. Oh well, it's fine. Whenever you finish up a room or finish a story segment, it's typically a good idea to go through and figure out where you are just by pushing the touchpad or the select button if you're playing on PlayStation 3 or even the PlayStation 2 version to figure out where you currently are and make your way towards the next door. Alright, let's see what stories unfold for us here. Hey Sally, how you doing? There you are, Sally. I thought I'd find you here. Who are your friends? They're interested in true memories. You have the potion, don't you? Well, yes. Then why'd you take it in the first place? Care to explain? Could you give it back? I guess so, if you insist. But I'm afraid. All the doctor did was smell it and the Heartless appeared. What if someone drinks it? Are you kidding? What could be more exciting? I'm worried, Jack. Isn't there another option? Any ideas, Jack? I can't think of a thing. I can! Give it here! Oh, shit! Damn! Oh no, the potion! Oogie, you again! Wait, again? Jack, where are your manners? I'm just helping you put the potion to good use. You should thank me. Well, just one sniff and the Heartless appeared. What would happen if I chugged the whole thing? That would be scary. Poor Jack, you can't hold a candle to Oogie Boogie. Time for Halloween Town to taste pain and despair beyond any nightmare. Pain and despair? Oogie, you monster! Well, technically he is. Come on, Jack, we've got to go after it. Well, no duh. What do you expect us to do? Just stand there and do nothing? And watch the world burn? Wow, level 91. That's quite a ways and quite a huge grind session. Funny enough, I've actually grinded up to level 99 in both Sora's story and Riku's story as well. So, I figured I'd throw that out there, and there's actually a trophy in this game, or at least in the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 versions, where you have to level up to level 99 as both characters. And that can take an incredibly long time. And through normal playtime, you can get up to a pretty high level yourself. Like maybe around level 50, level 60, maybe even level 70. Depends on how you go about playing the game and what rooms you create throughout your journey. If you are using a lot of enemy creating rooms and you don't get yourself much of an advantage, then it can take a while. Other times though, it doesn't take as long. But you miss out on more battles in return. Okay, so if you throw an explosive item at an enemy, then it'll deal quite a large amount of damage. So it kind of acts like as if you're using the strong initiative card to create a room. Yeah, I didn't think that would work. Oh well, it's fine. Let's go with this.
Fire! Heal!
One other thing I haven't pointed out yet, when it comes to like the material waking or any sort of waking room whatsoever, whatever cards are enhanced or highlighted in blue, and oddly enough, this also blocks out the, well, it more or less makes it so you can't tell which cards are regular cards and which ones are platinum cards. So it can be very difficult to figure out. But some cards actually shine, and if they do shine, then that's a platinum card. However, they only shine every couple of seconds or so, and that takes way too long, which is unfortunate. Okay. I win. That's one way of completing a battle very quickly. Freeze them in time and just blast them. Blast them with everything that you have. That's typically what you do with a stop spell. Another thing worth pointing out too, when it comes to any battle in this game, the camera is your friend for the most part. Since these battle arenas are predetermined no matter where you end up, using the camera to your advantage is definitely key to enhancing not only your mobility, but also your survival rate when it comes to normal fights. Boss battles are actually something different. It was an accident. You didn't mean to. Didn't mean to grind that much. That's okay. Grinding a lot is very, very helpful and beneficial. Oh, sweet! A 9 for the pumpkin head. Even better! Huzzah! So, let's get rid of you, and there you go. Unfortunately, we'll have to remove a card in order to continue. So, let's go and get rid of, let's get rid of this one. That'll work. 63, 73... I only got 12 to work with. Oh well. It's fine. Oh, gotta love having to work around your CP limit. Especially when you're trying to get your hands on some really good cards. But, oh well. Gotta do what you gotta do. That'll work. It's not any sort of new slates or anything, but it's something. Okay, yeah, I was thinking Gravity Go belonged with Jack, but do well. One other thing worth pointing out too is that you do not ever want to be trapped in a corner, especially with a large group of enemies. If you happen to get trapped, well then it's pretty difficult to get back out of that corner. Oh man, I missed out on the experience. Oh well, that's okay. Man, my butt hurts. Okay, CP. CP is increased, so now we can add another card right back into our deck. There we go. 481. So we have 19 to work with. 19 more CP to work with. So I'm going to go ahead and add you. There we go. Oh yeah, that was nice. Sometimes the environment can work out for you quite tremendously because sometimes it can offer you a stop effect. If you happen to whack the right object that allows you to do such a thing. Just one thing worth keeping in mind though, is that when you initiate one effect and you try to execute another effect, they do not stack. So the first effect is overwritten with the second. So in other words, if you would execute like a time stop on an enemy and then whack them, the stun effect will take priority over the time stop effect, since the second effect happened like as soon as the battle started. Boop. Hello, White Wolf, welcome to the stream. How's everyone doing today? It's good to see people here. Alright. I think this room leads to the Key of Truth, or it requires it at least. Maybe. There we are. Thankfully, Halloween Town is almost done here. We just gotta fill one more key room requirement, and then we'll be on our merry way on to the next world. I should be able to get more done within this recording session alone. Oh wow, thanks man. I'm glad you were able to find me because of my previous playthrough of Sonic and the Black Knight. Alright, what do we have? Nothing. Of course, because I'm maxed out on map cards. Ah, dang it. Like I said earlier, and I think in the previous play session, it's very easy to max out on map cards in this game, especially if you're going after each and every enemy that you encounter. I mean, it's very beneficial for you, and there's really no drawbacks whatsoever, other than the risk versus reward, because if you happen to die in a room, the entire room resets. So whatever happened in that room, whether it be a level up or a card gained, you lose it. So you kind of have to monitor the enemies that you're fighting and know when to quit and run versus gambling your life and try to fight on. Sometimes it's wiser to just run from an unwinnable fight than to stick around and try to overpower an enemy with very bad odds. I'm just saying, it's just a kind of a quality of life thing, especially when it comes to RPGs and JRPGs. Especially those that have a quirky combat system like the card-based system. Just saying.
Fire! Freeze! Heal!
And the reason why I'm fighting all these enemies is so I'm well prepared for future worlds and future bosses. Because the next boss we're going to fight, it's going to be a pretty easy one, but it's also one of my favorites in the entire game. And there's a reason for it. And that reason will soon make its appearance. There you go. And now that I think about it, I really ought to go back and save progress first. Okay. For this room, we're going to need a red card and a green card of any kind. I'm going to go ahead and use one of these. And one of these. And there we go. I'll come back and open up this door in just a moment. First off though, I'm going to create a save room. all I have to say when it comes to creating rooms is that when you're about to enter a boss fight that you know that you're going to get into, it's always a good idea to go back into a previous room and create a save room at some point. Or in one room just before the boss fight. Or even create a room that contains the boss door. That also works too. But it can also limit your capabilities of level grinding. So you should keep that in mind too. Alright, with that in mind, let's open up this door and fight Oogie Boogie and get the true memory potion back. Oogie, hand over the potion. You fool, don't you know when to quit? Say, all this running around is making me thirsty. Oogie, no! Yes! Oh dear. Oh, damn. Oh no. Ah, lips smacking good. Ugh, what is this? What? Something's wrong. Something deep inside me. Something scary. Oogie, what's going on? No, get back. Stay away from me. And so we have to fight him anyway, and he wants to fight us and take our heads, despite the fact that he's clearly scared. Anywho, time to fight Oogie Boogie. This boss fight is one of my favorites in the game because, really, it's a game of card breaking, and you do nothing but that until you eventually get one of those Disney Mickey Mouse head cards to lower the gates and stun Oogie Boogie and wail on his ass. Just keep doing it over and over. Ignore everyone else that appears here.
You won't make a joke out of me.
I definitely should have saved that for later. Oh well. So in essence, using a high roller card or high roller deck is always a good idea, especially in this fight. And having a zero card or two can definitely be of a great benefit. Especially if you're trying to destroy dice blocks. But relying on the magic, relying on the summoning cards is not a good idea in this fight. Because they do take a while to execute their attacks. Alright, let's go! There we are. Nice hit on Oogie there. Okay. Not too much longer now, thugs. He's on his last legs, pretty much. Using friend cards can also be of a good benefit, but it depends on the person who you are using, too. Well, that was pretty funny. Alright, enough goofing around. It's time to finish the job. There we go. You usually watch speedrunners, but thanks, man. I'm glad that this is a nice change of pace for you. I do my best to be as entertaining as I can while also playing through some of my favorite video games. And with Oogie Boogie defeated, we got his enemy card, which is oddly enough one of the best cards in the game. Confound that Oogie Boogie! He drank nearly all my precious potion. There are only a few drops left. Sora, why don't you ask the doc if you can drink the rest? No, I better not. What? Don't you want it? Too bad. It would have been a great experiment. Now, Doctor, don't you want to find out about your true memories? Of course, now more than ever. But there's this guy, Axel. I promised him I'd find the truth on my own. I just don't understand. When I inhaled the potion, Heartless appeared. And when Oogie drank it, he was overcome with fear. What could it mean? It means the potion was a failure. No, I can't be wrong. Oogie must have found his true memories. True memories must unbalance the heart and cause unpredictable changes within. Then what about me? What happens when my true memories awaken? Great power is unleashed. Most likely. Find out in Kingdom Hearts 3. Perhaps something even more terrifying. But this is all just a hypothesis. I can't be sure without further research. What's wrong, Sora? Does the doctor theory scare you? Well, yeah, a little. That's good to hear. Fear and doubt are signs of a strong heart. They push your heart, strike out in new directions, take chances, make mistakes. Without them, your zest in life might fade. As would your taste for fear, and believe me, that would really ruin my fun. Thanks, Jack. I'll remember that. Then good luck, gentlemen. May you always enjoy being frightened. Depends on the definition of frightened, but even so, it's still nice to get a good scare every once in a while, but nothing too extreme like a jump scare that makes you want to piss your pants or shit your pants, whatever works. Either way, I don't like soiling myself due to jump scares and crap. That's just no fun. Okay, well with that, at least this world is complete. However, we still have a long way to go, folks. And we're only 2 hours and 8 minutes in. So you know what? I'll do another world in this session. Yay! One more world completed than last time. At least that's the hope. That's what I'm hoping for here. Then again, there may be something lying beyond this very door that'll hold me back for hours on end. There's only one way to find out, and that is to proceed. Right after saving progress, of course. Because trust me, saving progress is incredibly important. You want to do it as often as you can and prepare yourself for every encounter. Alright, let's go!
Who could that have been before? In my memory.
6 hours. Not sure what you mean.
It wasn't Kairi.
Are you talking about my total playtime?
Girl? Maybe.
6 hours later.
I think her name was...
Sora!
Ah!
Let's go! You want to find Riku and the key, don't you?
Sure. Man, it was right on the tip of my tongue.
Oh dear. So Sora apparently is finding a new memory that's locked within himself, and it's slowly becoming more apparent as we progress. What's on your mind, Sora? Seems like you're in another world. Believe me. Snap out of me. Blech. Snap out of it. We gotta find the King and Riku. That's true, we do. Let's go. There's no time to waste. Oh wow, what a nice drawing. It's Sora, Kairi, Riku, and that mysterious girl. Huh. Yeah, that is a pretty funny
I
joke.
remember.
Huh?
There was another girl.
What? A girl? Where?
No. I mean on the islands where I used to live. Besides Kairi and Riku, there was one other girl I was friends with. The four of us played together all the time.
Sora? Seems to me that's the first time you've mentioned her.
Yeah. I guess I forgot all about her. I think she just suddenly went away when I was still really little.
What do you think makes you remember that now?
I'm not sure, but it's been coming back in pieces as we go through the castle.
Gorge, do you remember her name?
I don't remember. I feel kind of dumb. We said we weren't gonna forget our friends, and well now, I can't even remember her name.
Hey, don't feel bad. I'm bad with names too.
Oh, you shouldn't be worrying none. If it's been coming back to you in pieces, you're sure to remember her name just like everything else.
Well, like I said, I'm bad with names, and it usually takes me a while to remember someone's name. Something or another is bound to make you remember your friend's name. True that. Another friend, huh? Why didn't you mention her before? Well, there's a reason for that, and it involves spoilers, and I don't want to get into it right now because spoilers aren't fun until we actually cross that path. Not until we get to it, if you know what I mean. Okay, with that in mind, we still got 2 more worlds to conquer. At least with our current hand. We have Monstro and Wonderland. Where to go to first? I think I'm gonna go to... I'm gonna go to Wonderland. The reason? Well, the boss, in my personal opinion, is easier here than Monstro, but that's just me. Welcome to the land of wonder and weird things. Hey, somebody's coming. I'm late! I'm dreadfully, awfully late! The Queen will roast me for dinner! If I'm late for the trial, it'll be off with my head next! What do you mean, off with your head? Oh, my fur and whiskers, I'll never make it! Off with his head? For such a peaceful-looking place, it sounds pretty dangerous. You have no idea. You have no freaking idea. Anywho, welcome to Wonderland. What if everyone already knows? I wonder that myself. Anywho, within Wonderland, it may look peaceful and quite strange. However, it also has its own fair share of dangers, and also a ruler that is borderline a dictator. I'm just saying.
It's over. Goofy.
Thanks, Goofy. You're the best around. But it's also annoying whenever you deal a 0 card to break one enemy card and then they break it immediately with another. That is so freaking lame. Wait! Alright, within Wonderland, this place has a really strange gimmick. And that is vines will wrap up on some of the doors. The only door that isn't wrapped up in some of these rooms is the one you came in and the one you opened. In order to get rid of those vines, we'll have to do something about it on the field. Can't really do anything out here, but... Wait, why didn't I just use Goofy Tornado level 2? What am I thinking? Oh well. We may have another chance another time. Or right now. Let's go for it! When it comes to using the Goofy Tornado, it's wise to just stay in one spot and only move if absolutely necessary. Ooh, learned Zantetsuken. So, in order to use this move, we need to use 3 attack cards that total either 27 exactly or use a 000. It's one of the best moves that you can learn in the entire game. And the reason is because not only if you manage to hit the enemy can you deal damage, but you can also make it so the card they were using previously, they can't use it anymore. Well, at least for the remainder of the fight. Now, in order to get rid of those lines, you need to destroy those big purple flowers. How you do it? Just whack. Just whack it like everything else. That'll work. Come on, let's go for a wild crush. Well, that wasn't a very good crush. That's unfortunate. Oh well, what can you do? Really? That did no damage? Maybe it was because he was still squished within the ground. That's probably it. Alright, onward to the next battle. One of very many that we still have to deal with. One other thing worth pointing out too within this world, we have some unusual enemies fitting the theme of Wonderland. And these enemies are featuring their original PlayStation 2 color palette, as opposed to their final mix ones. That seems to be a running theme in this game. And the reason for that? I'm not too sure why. But, anywho, it's not like it really matters anyway. It's just a palette swap. And they're a different color. It's not like they act any different.
Fire! Freeze!
There you go. Nice double kill. Oh, damn! One other thing worth pointing out too is that these freaking flower enemies are very annoying because if they hit you with one of their roots, it'll make you trip and drop Moogle Point orbs. And you don't want that to happen because if that happens and you're unable to get it back, then you lose those points. However, it is pretty easy to get the Moogle points back if you lost them, but still, it's annoying to deal with nonetheless because it takes you away from the fight because you're running around desperately trying to get your orbs back that you lost during the first attack. And they can trip you up repeatedly over and over again, which is even more annoying. Fun times are to be had in the land of wonder, you know what I mean, folks? I said this during my playthrough of the first Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, but I'm not a fan of the Alice in Wonderland movie. I'm not a fan of the classic version, that, you know, the animated one by Walt Disney. And the whole reason for it is because the songs ruined it. I just don't like the songs, and they're just terrible. Just not a fan. Not a fan of the songs whatsoever. Everything else was alright, but the songs not so much. Okay. What's this? Vast giveaways, okay. Nothing new there. Nothing to worry about. You know what? Since I got so many of these calm bounty cards, I might as well use them while I can. I mean, I kind of have to anyway, so what does it matter? Let's see what's inside this treasure chest. Bada bing, bada boom. What do we got? Stop. It's a new spell card, but its value is crap. Yay! I completely freaking hate that! And we got a new Keyblade card, Lady Luck. Once again, value is crap. We need a red card and a 5 or lower, along with the Key of Guidance. Not too hard of a requirement. So, let's see. What do I have an excessive number of? Most I have is the Platinum Room, so I'm going to get rid of that. And the 5 or below. I'm going to... there you go. There's a 5 gone. Just like that. Just so we can prepare the room for later. And I may change this room into a save room later. I don't know. I might. I'm thinking about it. Okay, we need a 2 or higher. And I think I'm going to go for... you know what? Let's go for a Sleeping Darkness. Excuse me. Throat is still kind of dry here, so it's kind of unfortunate.
Yes. 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 Ha. Yeah. Ha.
Don't worry, folks. We'll get through this room very, very quickly because, well, that's usually what happens. I don't think this is gonna work. Or, holy crap, it actually did. Wow. That was awesome. I was not expecting that whatsoever.
Fire. Freeze.
Oh yeah! That was awesome. Okay, what's next? More stuff. More enemies to fight. And more enemies to defeat. One other fun fact I feel like pointing out too is that Wonderland is one of the very few places that changes its battle arena based on the environment that you're in and the room that you've created prior. So, for instance, in the last room we were fighting in the forest, but now we're in more or less the castle courtyard. And the reason for that... I don't know. But it does make sense and it's perfectly fitting. It's not like some of the other rooms that we've experienced up to this point. That's for sure. It's one of the very few worlds that have dynamically changing environments based on the... or dynamically changing battle arenas based on the environment around it. God damn it. Wow. Nice job, Genie. Way to miss your frickin' target by a country mile. Oh well. Those things unfortunately happen sometimes in the world of Kingdom Hearts. It's annoying, yes, but it's something we have to deal with constantly. Okay, what do we have? Real roulette room, huh? Okay. Another room card that we don't really need right now since we have so many frickin' room cards, you know, map room cards, that's not even funny. I don't think I've quite pointed this out yet, but for some strange reason these big bodies are very mobile. I mean, they have a tendency to turn around like almost instantaneously a lot of times. Why is that? I'm not too sure, but I know they weren't that way in the original Kingdom Hearts, and I don't think they're even that way in Kingdom Hearts 2. But they do have some new attacks that can devastate you and completely demolish your face, depending on the difficulty of which you play the game on. But hey, I'm just saying. I wish I could block in this game, but no, I can only card break people. Oh well. Maybe I learned block later on, but I can't remember if I do or not. Ooh. What do we have? Lady Luck number 5. Okay, I'm cool with that. Another thing worth pointing out too, those trumpet guys do have a tendency to run higher value cards, and if you happen to let them do their thing, then they are going to summon friends, and that's not something that you want. If they summon friends, you're going to be in some serious trouble. And for level up, I'm going with HP. Just to be on an even number. Oh, damn. I gotta say, this chair I have here is just not very comfortable. I kind of had to get a new chair because my old one kind of, well, it broke. It broke like a couple of weeks ago, unfortunately. So I had to get a new one right away. And that's exactly what I did. I got a new chair. And I had to get it within my price range at the time, which was like about $150. And yeah, I get what I paid for. But anywho, it's a chair. I can sit on it. It supports my weight. And that's important. That's what's most important to me. I got a good number of strong initiative cards, so boom. Let's go ahead and use one. Wow, 2 special key doors. One of them I think is the key to rewards. Yeah, it is. Most likely. But first, before we can even unlock said door, we need to destroy an evil purple plant. And no, it's not Flowey from Undertale, unfortunately. We can't destroy him. Bye. Well, we have this time. Another Moogle Room card. Alright. Not bad. I'm probably going to end up using one of those at some point here. I know I used one back in Agrabah, just so I could show it off and purchase some new cards. I may just go ahead and use another one here in Wonderland as well, just so I'm prepared for the road ahead. And hopefully I can get some better drops. Ooh, that was sweet. Kind of sucks that I took some unnecessary damage, but really that doesn't matter all that much. Okay, what do we have now? More big bodies and fire enemies. They do have proper names, but I can't remember the names off the top of my head. It's lame, I know, but oh well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Power!
You got it! Toodaloo!
Fire!
Nice one.
Freeze! Heal!
I wonder if the dodge roll can make you invincible. I don't think it has any sort of iframes. I'm definitely thinking more so on the lines of Birth by Sleep that actually does have that. Okay, so for this room, we need the key to rewards card. But since I have so many freaking map cards, it's not even funny. So I'm just going to go ahead and expend some of the excessive number of cards just for the sake of doing that. Just so I can get some more map cards of different varieties later down the line. Here we are. Got rid of some unnecessary cards. Now we can obtain some new ones, hopefully. Hopefully they'll be good ones. which I'm sure there will be. I'm typically pretty lucky when it comes to map cards, but not always.
Power.
What's next?
Fire.
Die,
Freeze.
please. Thank you.
Heal. Heal.
One other thing worth pointing out too, when you're reloading your deck, depending on the size of the deck, it can take longer and longer to reload all your cards, depending on the number of cards you use in the deck anyway. And you can only use up to 99 cards in the first place, or 99 cards per deck. However, it can't exceed the maximum CP limit. If you do, well then you can't use the deck. If that wasn't obvious, but even so, just feel like throwing that out there anyway, because that is a pretty basic game mechanic that you need to be aware of when playing this game.
Courage. Donald.
God damn it. I really hate the fact that experience warps just simply don't stay around very long. Well, maybe they're not necessarily experience orbs per se, but they're more like experience crystals. Even so, though, there are things that you need to... there are things that you need to level up.
It's over.
Later, dude.
Goofy. Power.
Alright, let's finish you off. Or not. One thing I definitely do not like about these dang flowers is the frequency of which they attack and also use high value cards typically. Bliss. Alright, that works. There we go. Now it's time for you to burn, then freeze, and it's time for you to die. Perfect. Another Tranquil Darkness card. Not that, you know, not that I really need it, but even so, it's good to have. Good to have. Why'd you target the flower, you dummy? Target him, thank you. Like I said, the targeting system can be a bit out of whack sometimes, which is really annoying. Bye. Now you're gone. Goofy smash! Thanks, man. Now it's time for you. Thanks, man.
Fire. Freeze. Heal. Heal.
Surprised that didn't hit me until the very last moment. Figures. Oh well. Anywho, there's nothing really much else I can really talk about at this particular moment in time. Right now we're just going through the ropes and just trying to clear out everyone in all these rooms. And it's a pretty simple process to do when it comes to regular enemies, but when it comes to bosses, that's an entirely different story. Just saying, though. I'm just saying. Wanna know something a little strange? Despite these rooms being built in a square-like fashion, there's also some invisible walls in the room, so you can't really explore all that much unless you hack the game or something. But even so, why would you do that? I don't even know if there's any sort of correction protocol that says, hey, you're out of bounds. I better put you back where you first entered the room if you happen to go out of bounds. I'm just saying, it might be a thing or it might not be. I'm not too sure how the game is programmed. But typically in games, you would find some sort of a safety protocol if, well, that was dumb. Oh well, it's fine. At least we got another level up out of this.
Freeze! Heal! Heal!
And that's that. What do we got now? More CP! Because we leveled up to HP last time, so it's time to add some new cards to the deck. After I rearrange myself because my butt is starting to hurt. For sitting for so gosh diddly dang long. 19. That'll work. And I got 11 more CP to work with, so unfortunately I can't add anything else at this time, but at least I added a new card to my deck. A new attack card. Also, what was I thinking? The flower is a field obstacle that I need to take out. It's not an enemy. I'm thinking of an entirely different enemy. There we go. That's cleared out. No problem. Now you die. There we go. Another crappy fire. God, I hate those low-valued cards. They're always so dang useless to me. Note that I said to me, because it may not be so useless to someone else. Just saying. Hmm, 11 of these, so let's go ahead and get rid of... I'm gonna get rid of those? And of course I got a couple of these. Boom. Done. Whew, that was a lot of map cards I had to go through, but oh well. That's the name of the game. Gosh, looks like some kind of get-together. What's the occasion? Hey, this must be that trial the White Rabbit was talking about. Alice, do you understand the charges against you? Of course not. I've done nothing wrong. Feigning ignorance, dear. You are charged with aiding the creatures called Heartless who threatened my kingdom. Fiddlesticks, where's the evidence? The evidence is, I forgot! That's the evidence! Because you, Alice, are the one who stole my memory. We can't rid the kingdom of Heartless until we get Her Majesty's memory back. This is a serious crime. This is so unfair. So what if you're a queen? Don't blame me just because you can't remember things. Such insolence! You're talking to the Queen of Hearts! And to think I might have let you go had you apologized straight away. What a brazen thief. Who's the brazen one? Sora? The court has reached a verdict. Off with her head! Hold it! This trial is a farce. You should investigate before you arrest innocent people. What is the meaning of this? How dare you suggest Alice didn't steal my memory? I suppose you know who the real culprit is, then? Huh? Speak, or it's off with all of your heads! Now, out with it! Who's the thief? I'm the thief! Say that again? Gorsh, really? No, of course not. But what else am I supposed to say? That is really screwy, Sora. Cards, seize them all! Oh, great. Now we're thrown into yet another fight that I kinda didn't foresee. But anywho, what we have to do is relatively simple. Just defeat all the cards that stand in our way. Thankfully, they don't take too many hits, but they do come in a large number of numbers. And it's not exactly something you want to deal with all that. It's something you want to take care of as soon as possible. As for the cards themselves, they're not that difficult to deal with. At least they shouldn't be, because they don't have very much HP, but they do block some high-valued cards. So keep this in mind. It's kind of strange how cards are using cards to fight you. Quite a strange phenomenon, a conundrum of the conundrum of the century. That's for sure. One piece of advice I can give for possibly making this fight go a little more smoothly is definitely try to use your friend cards to their maximum potential. I say this as I'm getting my butt handed to me. Oh dear. Also, if you're desperate, slam slates down like it's freaking Slam Jam. But of course, I got my butt handed to me, damn it. God damn it. Well, that was lame. Alright, let's try this again. This time, things should go a little more smoothly. At least I hope. Honestly, I feel like I just got slam jammed hard last time. Not exactly my intended target, but it'll work. Oh damn. That'll work. Hey Goofy, wanna slam jam again? Yeah, boy! Let's go! That was sweet. There we go. A couple more cards have been eliminated. Okay. Nice one, Genie. Way to get them all together. Help me, please. Thanks, bud. You're the greatest. Come on, Goofy, let's go! Goofy Smash is definitely an excellent ability to use here. So use it while you can. Or use it as much as you can, actually. Ow. surprised that worked. Screw this.
Heal.
Kinda needed it.
Yeah. Ha.
He should be the very last card. Yes, thank you. Phew, that was way too close. Oh. The fight itself is not that hard. It's just the sheer number of cards that come at you. It's just not easy to deal with. But since we defeated the card soldiers, we got it as a enemy card. Nice. I forget what it does. Phew. What? Where's Alice? Looks like she escaped. Perhaps she did, but you won't. Oh dear. I think we've been trumped. Run! Run because of Trump. Run from the Trump. And with that, we got the key of guidance as we make our escape. Our smooth, great escape. The greatest of escapes ever. Okay, was there something else I wanted to do here? Unfortunately, I don't think I can do anything else here. Excuse me for a moment, folks. I need to stand up. Oh, damn. Sorry, I just had to stand for a minute. Not only stretch a little bit, but to also relax my butt. Oh, right. The key of guidance is in here. Oops. Okay, I don't think we're going to be thrown into a boss fight right away, so that's good news. Alright, let's see what the guidance has in store for us. I speak English everyday goods. Things got a little crazy back there, but at least you're okay. I don't mean to be ungrateful, but was that true? What you said? Are you the thief? What? Of course not. Why would I steal the Queen's memory? Yep, Sora only said that because he wanted to show off. Is that right? Well, you saved me all the same. Thank you. Hey, the Cheshire Cat. Whatever his name is. Hey! I just said that. Feeling better after that mad dash, are we? Oh, but you're not out of the woods yet. The Queen's a stickler for justice. She won't forget you till she remembers. She won't stop hounding you till you get her memory back. Did she forget because she remembers? Does she remember that she forgot? Doesn't matter, I suppose. I don't know. I think we ought to just stay away from her. But Sora, what about Alice? If the Queen catches her again, it's off with, well, you know. Then I guess we better do something about the Queen. You should do something, but you don't have to do anything. Huh? If you can't remember something, it's like it never happened. Likewise, if something never happened, you can't remember it. Try too hard to remember, and your memory might lie to you. Lie? That's all I'll say. The rest is up to you to figure out. And with that, we got the key to truth and a really strange riddle that we need to figure out how to solve. It's really not that hard to figure out, actually. It's like, sometimes your memories will lie to you if you try to remember them too hard. So, a memory you're trying to remember that you're thinking it remembers is actually something far uglier, and it, in reality, can hit you like a truck and hit you hard. So, in other words, if you're trying desperately to remember something, just try not to do it too hard, otherwise you might end up making a false memory out of it. At least that's why I interpret it as. Okay, let's see what we can do next. Our next stop is right through these doors. And there's quite a number of doors we have to go through yet in order to not only get to the final door that leads to our destination, but also to victory. And we're getting pretty close to the 3-hour mark, and after I complete this world, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Wrap up this streaming session and save the next world and the next set of worlds for next time. And the reason for that is because a lot more worlds will open up when we complete this world and the next one. Because the next world is the last one of the first set. That's my plan anyway. Not exactly what I was going for, but it'll work. Alright, cool. Enemy destroyed. And another Bottomless Darkness card. Not that I really need it, but even so. It's another card for me to use. I'll definitely show off what the Bottomless Darkness card does. And I may show it off in the next room, just so I can. In actuality, I think I've shown off most of these rooms. The only room I have not shown off yet are some cards that we need to get in the future. But of course, since we're all maxed out on map cards, we can't exactly get those new cards that I'm talking about. What are they? Well, we'll find out later. That was easy. Usually regular battles are pretty easy, and most of the time you won't be so easily overwhelmed. But there are still some times when you are overwhelmed by regular enemies, in which case you need to work on leveling up if that's the case. Because you may be under-leveled, and that's not something that you want to be in when it comes to any JRPG ever. Come on, Donald. Please do something good for me. Thanks, man. You're the real MVP. MVP of this fight. While Goofy is typically the MVP of every other fight. But I'm just saying, though. That'll work. Nice, Martini. And there you go. You're done. Another Moogle room, huh? I'm cool with that. Jeez, you gotta love these random enemy encounters. Well, they're not random per se, but still, there is a degree of randomness and RNG associated with these battles. Like, the enemies you encounter on the field, are they the only ones that are going to appear in the fight? Or will there be other, more dangerous enemies just lurking around about within the first wave or even the second wave of the freaking battle? Who knows? Only way to find out is to fight and destroy every enemy in your path. Pretty good hit. But still not perfect. There we go. What do we have now? Another Moogle room. Okay, got lots of those already, but hey, can always use another. Funny how the flower was shooting at me and I initiated the fight. Wouldn't it be funny if, for some strange unknown reason, it can, its projectile still flies at me and hits me at the end? Wouldn't that be hilarious? Well, let's find out now. Okay then. You did. You did, boy. Bye. Let's go. Let's go on a quest of mighty magnitude and search for true memories. Yeah, doesn't sound like a very fun quest. But you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised on the kind of quest that it truly is. And just to speed things along, I'm just gonna go ahead and use a Moogle room card here, and then I'll create a save room card. Or save room. And the reason is so we can fight the next boss before we hit the 3-hour mark. But I don't think that's gonna happen per se, but we are still gonna fight him no matter what. Just not within 3 hours. What do we have? Another kingdom key. Alright, what do you have for sale? Huh, pretty good drop. And 2 decent cards and a good high value card. Very nice. I like that very, very much. Let me get rid of one of those. Buy. And there. Oh wait, I still got magic cards to get rid of yet. Buy. Buy. Bye bye bye. Okay. Oh, I never explained what ethers do. Ethers are like potions in which they quickly reload reloadable magic cards, like right away. However, non-reloadable ones and platinum cards cannot be reloaded. Unless you use something like a high ether. And it looks like we have the same sort of variety of cards that we have as last time. So let's see what we can get. Nothing but crap. But we do have a decent card here. A really good one too. So it wasn't all for naught. Decent, but it could have been much better. That's for sure. What the hell was that drop? Nothing but garbage. That's what that was. Next drop. Again, nothing but crap. A couple of platinum cards, but still not of very good use. Overall, it was a bad drop. Wow, nothing really good out of it. That is rare, and that's also really bad. At least I got a good ether drop and a good potion drop. So, not too bad. Not too bad of a drop. Nothing but ethers and a potion. Not too bad, but not great either. Okay. What do we have in pack number whatever? Nothing but junk. Mostly. At least we got a 9 of it and a Platinum 5 Kingdom Key card. That's pretty nice. But it's still not something I'd like to see. I would like something higher value, but hey, We can't always choose what cards we get. It's all luck of the draw, and that is nothing but complete utter garbage. This, once again, hot garbage. Mostly, except for this. So, it wasn't all for naught. Even so. Alright, let's go ahead and clean up the trash. Get some more Moogle points back. There we go. Get rid of you because you're not needed or wanted. There we go. Wow, I gotta say, the drops I've been getting in this session have been really, really bad. I've only gotten a couple of decent cards here and there, and even so, not very many. Huh, at least we got a couple more points to work with. Ugh, that was atrocious. Come on, give me something good. Damn it, game. Why you gotta do this to me? Alright, let's clean things out here. I'm probably gonna have enough points to completely clean out this shop because of all the crappy cards I'm burning over and over again. Oh yeah, most definitely. Let's see, nothing good. And that's that. Alright. Last pack. Please be something good. Please. Fuck you, game. Seriously, what the actual F? God. What is wrong with this game's supply drop system? Wouldn't that be funny? Now that's a supply drop. One of the most infamous lines in gaming history. One of them. But not the most infamous, that's for sure. Alright, folks. Let's create a save room now. There you go. Gonna use a 0 because I don't want to use my high value card yet. Not yet. Ooh, what do we have here? Lady Luck 0. Okay, it's another 0 card. It can be useful, especially in the coming boss fight at the very least. I might see if I can equip it. No. 0 cards typically are the most expensive cards to equip when it comes to any sort of attacking deck or magic deck, whatever floats your boat. Whatever the card is, 0s are the most expensive because of their use and their purpose. Okay, and with this door, we just need a 0 card. And it can be from any category, but it has to be 0. There you go. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Boom. Done. The door is now open. Let's see what lies inside at the end of this tale of wonder. Gosh, what's with the sudden change of scenery? Let's look around. Oh dear! The Queen is back! Thought you'd seen the last of me, did you? Uh-oh. Game's up, scoundrels. For stealing my memory, I sentence you to... Huh? I sentence... Oh. What's going on? Where am I? Huh? What in the world am I doing? Confound it! I can't remember! What's wrong with her? Maybe somebody swiped her memory again. Sounds like it. Sora, watch out! Something's coming! Oh boy, say hello to the trickster. I think that's what his name is, actually. And he's in his original PS2 color palette. So this is what stole the Queen's memory. And just like the PS2 counterparts, we have to attack the head of this thing, and it's not gonna be easy to do. Well, actually, now that I think about it, it actually does seem pretty easy. Much easier than Kingdom Hearts 1, that's for sure. And it's because Sora can actually jump higher by default. By the way, if you want to know what that Mickey Mouse card is gonna do here, I think what it does is that it stuns the trickster and it restores the furniture. So if he happens to smash any of the furniture down, then the furniture can be restored. Then again, maybe he doesn't do that in this game. I don't remember for sure if he does or not. But the trickster can be quite tricky, hence the name. You have to do a lot of air combat too, so keep this in mind.
Heal. Heal.
Oh dear. Another thing too is that you need to keep an eye on the trickster's attacks and card value. Know when to break his attack and know when to prepare yourself for the inevitable. In other words. There we go. Okay, so it doesn't stun him, but it does restore the furniture. And of course, he had to take it down immediately after restoring it. That's lame. Be prepared to jump a lot in this fight. Because jumping a lot will allow you to get to the trickster very easily. Well, that was lame. Kinda had to waste time to... There we go. Oh, man. That didn't work. The trickster himself, I gotta say, is definitely easier than his Kingdom Hearts 1 counterpart, but he's still no pushover and is something to not be trifled with. Really, you gotta push me away from the dang furniture? Another very annoying thing that you have to deal with too is the perspective of the camera, and also the height of the trickster himself and the targeting acquisition. I think once the trickster starts getting to, once he gets to this point within his health bar, he's gonna start spamming more cards like crazy, and he'll unleash some new attacks. So be prepared. Be prepared for anything that he throws at you. Trust me. Also, don't be afraid to use your environment as cover if necessary. It's also a very good idea to try to break the fireball attack at which the trickster throws at you as soon as you possibly can. Genie, can you slam jam him? Thanks, buddy! You're the best! Thanks, man. That was amazing. And with the trickster defeated, we get his enemy card. Okay, he's the trick master, not the trickster. Oops. Well, close enough. You there, all of you. What is the meaning of this? Where did that creature come from? How would we know? So you refuse to answer? You're hiding something. They're plotting against me. Seize them immediately. Please, Your Majesty, wait. It was you who commanded us to destroy those creatures. Huh? Your Majesty, in her prudeness, didn't completely trust us at first. And so, at Your Majesty's command, we fought them to prove ourselves. Isn't that right, Sora? We did? I mean, we did, Your Majesty. I told you to do that? But Your Majesty, don't you remember? Don't be ridiculous. I never forget anything. Of course I gave the command. You did splendidly. And so she goes on about her merry way. Well, that was close. Indeed. Nice white lie, Alice. Way to improvise. I never would have thought of that. Ain't that the truth? But the Cheshire Cat said as much. Try too hard to remember, and your memory might lie to you. The Queen would never admit she forgot, so instead she remembered something. That didn't happen. She ended up fooling herself. What is it, Sora? Nothing. Well, I guess you'll be safe now. And the Queen won't give us any more trouble. After all, we got rid of the Heartless just like she commanded. Don't tell me you've been fooled too. Isn't that something? Okay. Let's go ahead and finish up this place completely. Then we'll proceed onward to the next floor and see what it has in store for us. Afterwards, I may call it a stream. We'll have to wait and see what happens. I'm kind of hoping that I won't be thrown into another boss fight right away, but knowing this game, it's very likely that it's going to happen. But there's only one way to find out. And that's just to dive in and see what happens. See what happens next. 3 hours and 15 minutes. Holy crap. Can't believe it's been that long. But, anywho, that doesn't matter at this point. Let's see what's next.
Sora and Kairi set out to remember about that other Sora.
Just bits and pieces.
Maybe you could try telling us some more stuff about her. Who knows? It might even help you remember other things.
He does have a point.
Well, she was quiet and always drawing. When we'd go to the beach, she'd draw a picture instead of swimming. Sometimes she'd draw us too. She was really good. I remember Riku and I fighting over who she'd draw next. But one day, she was gone. Just like that. I think the grown-ups knew the reason. They might even have tried to explain some of it to me. But I was little. I probably didn't understand what was happening. I remember crying after she was gone. But that's all. I still don't remember her name.
Oh, I bet you'll remember it in no time.
I must point out, Sora keeps remembering things instead of forgetting them. It seems to me forgetting things may be the only way to reach the memories buried deeper down inside each of us.
So we should forget in order to remember?
Like those guys said, our most precious memories lie so deep in our hearts that they're out of reach. All that stuff about finding being losing and losing being finding, I didn't get it at first, but maybe this is what they meant.
Gosh, Sora, I think I'm a little jealous of you. How come me and Donald and Jiminy aren't remembering more of the stuff from our memories?
That's a good question.
Sophie, let's get going. We gotta forget things faster.
Remember, folks, Goofy is the smart one in this universe. That's a bad sign of things to come. See how much you remembered? It won't take long before her name comes back to you too. Thanks, Goofy. Aw, I wish I had lots of buried memories to remember. Trust me, you don't want that.
Just as we intended.
We'll continue with our plan. Let's see how far this group will go.
You had your fun on the first floor. So this time, it's my turn. I'm not going to just give it to him.
Don't break him.
Well, do I detect a soft spot? I'm not gonna break the toy. I'm not dumb.
Don't forget, Sora is the key. We need him if we're going to take over the organization.
I know that you're in on it too. But keep it under your hood, at least until the time is right.
You would have been wise to have done the same, Larxene.
What is this secret plan of overthrowing the organization? I wonder what that's truly about.
So, Sora, did anything back there help you remember your friend's name?
Her name's the only thing I can't seem to remember.
You gotta try. Hurry up and remember it.
Don't bite me, Donald. Well, at the very least, we don't have to worry about any more boss fights in this session. Don't you just hate it when something's on the tip of your tongue? Yes, I hate that a lot. If you ask me, you are this close to remembering your friend's name. Funny enough, he has no idea how truly right he is. But anyhow, as I said earlier, I'm going to go ahead and end this play session because it is indeed getting late. I'm 3 hours and 20 minutes into this session, and I'm getting tired. I've been talking for quite a while now, if you couldn't tell. Anywho, this is General Snivy with Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 3 Chain of Memories. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this live stream, or this video if you're watching this on YouTube, leave a like if you're on YouTube, and if you enjoyed the stream, great. Anywho, thank you for attending live if you were able to attend live, and in the next play session, we're going to be re-exploring Monstro. And afterwards, we're going to proceed onward to the next set of floors. And believe me, the next set is going to be even harder than what we've been experiencing so far. Believe me, folks, our journey has only just begun. So once again, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.